Hi guys. So today we have Akshay with us, and he has recently switched from Myntra to Reliance Jio, and he has mentored and took sessions for students and the working professional also. And so today we will be gonna talk about the recent layoff and the recession that is being happening in the IT industry. So yes, hi Akshay, how are you?
Hi, Simran. Thanks for having me. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also good, great, and really excited to have this video with you. So
Surely.
yeah. So, can we start?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, Akshay, my first question is layoff is being happening very promptly, right? So, how one should upskill the person who has been affected for with layoff, right? So, how one should upskill themselves and be prepared for the again job hunting. So, to get the next new job. So, yes.
Right. Like whenever this recession happens or the layoffs happen, people are not that much prepared for it. They are not prepared for that. They have to start looking for interviews. They have to get the jobs and all. So at that moment of time, there are two choices. One of the thought process which goes to someone is like, now I have to prepare for DSA. I will start taking the course. I will start solving the questions. I will start doing the system design. But since you are not that much, you don't have that much time. So what one can do is you should immediately start applying for the jobs. So without worrying that you would be able to crack the interviews and you don't know something, don't worry about it. Just start applying. Go on LinkedIn, go on Insta, or whatever platforms you know, start applying for more than around 30, 40 jobs per day. Get interview calls, go and give the interviews for them. Start with the startups firstly so that you don't miss out on the good companies at the beginning. So once you will start giving the interviews, you will get a very good idea that what questions are being asked, what are the patterns, and what are the skills that he would be judged upon. And based on that, slowly and gradually, you can also start preparing and solving the questions side by side. So that will basically give you a push whenever you will give an interview, and then you will prepare. Then again, you will fail, and then you will prepare. So instead of waiting for the right time and thinking that okay, I'm not prepared yet, just start and start giving the interviews. You will get prepared eventually and you will get a job. You will in fact don't you will not come to know that okay, I have prepared this much and I've got a job also. So that's the best way, I guess, for everyone, which will suffice.
Correct. Like I totally agree on your point that you should start applying for the job, thinking that firstly I have to prepare because even whenever you want to apply, looking for a change, no, you first start applying for a job and not to wait like 2 3 months. I will prepare and then started applying a job. This is like you will learn from your failures only, and you will learn from the interviews only, like how we need to prepare ourselves.
Exactly.
And second,
Yeah,
yeah,
there is
and
no time that
secondly, you
you start with your DSA course and you are going to take a system design course for 3 or 6 months, and then you are going to start applying for the jobs after that.
correct. And even when you are like a working professional now, you have already have an experience, then you should not do all this. Like you should not invest that much time in that.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. And even in the someone has been laid off, and there is a fear also of laying off. So as you said that you should be prepared in your mind, and somewhere you should upskill yourself for new, like be prepared that I may have to look for another job.
Right, and that must be the choice every time, not just during this recession period. You should always invest some time of yourself and your self learnings. Either it could be on weekends. So, like the people like you who are working on yourself on weekends, you are making this
Hmm.
video, you are having me, and you are having others. So you should always try to gain some knowledge and gain some skills whenever you are working. You should not just rely on one source of income, or you should not just focus on that. Always try to be occupied and learn new things.
Like to be on safer side, every time in IT industry or in every industry, you have to upskill every day or learn some new things. Yeah.
Right.
Correct. So my second question, actually, many students know that are in third and fourth year students right now,
Yeah.
they are very worried because obviously companies are coming, and sometimes companies are also not even coming, and even if they are coming, then placement that is happening is very less number as compared to the previous year because recession is going on.
Correct.
So how should they prepare their mind, third and fourth year students especially, and should look for a job, and what strategy they should follow without being depressed about all this, that the placements are less?
Yeah. So I get this question also from many of the students, and they actually are using this as an escape that I'm not getting to place because so many less companies are coming, and they are actually taking it as an excuse. So instead of doing that, they should start realizing that this is not the normal times where the companies are going to come to your colleges and then you are going to get placed like every time. Here at this point of time you will have to put on extra efforts basically on the off-campus sides as well. So not only just being prepared for the interviews and all, you should also focus on getting onto the good platforms, build your LinkedIn, get yourself on board to all these different platforms and start applying over there as well, not just rely on the company placements, because you know many placements and many interns are also getting revoked at this point of time. So parallelly, the student should realize that the college is not only also responsible for your placements and internships. You should also give your most of the time on the off-campus side as well. Many of the second tier and third tier colleges especially do not focus on that. When I was there, I was not that much aware about the off-campus placements and interns. So
Even
this
I was not aware.
yeah. So this is the time when you should realize that yes, you should start preparing and you should also get yourself a good placement apart from your college as well. So
Correct,
that will
correct.
basically help you to enhance your knowledge, give you a good understanding of DSA to clear the placements and everything, and will upskill you, and secondly will give you a better job as well.
Yeah, even I think like job hunting, and you will skill more yourself more if you will search more, no, like off campus, apart from the companies that are coming in your college. And also one thing that have an offer of two if you haven't already happened, because some like companies are revoking the offers also, right?
Yeah.
And as you said, the LinkedIn is a very good platform. I think InstaShare is also a very good platform where you can apply for the jobs.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And there is no harm in having good offers in hand, but yeah, at the same time, also say no to one which you are not going to join so that it could help others.
Correct. Yeah, actually that was at our time also. But we, for security, we also used to take like at least take two placements. But
Yeah,
our placement officer then didn't allow us to
yeah,
sit
on campus it allows you to get one only,
on
right?
the line. Yeah, but in this time, I think it's good. Like if you
Yeah, yeah, of
have
course. Try to get better jobs, try to get as much as you could. And at the same time, if you have made up your mind, then if you have good offer in hand already, then just say no to the other companies so that they
other
won't
company.
settle for you, they won't wait for you.
Correct, correct, correct. That correct point. Yeah. So third, Akshay, actually, some those who are in this first year or second year, or like who are preparing for to get into the good colleges, like preparation for ITs and J's, they are very tense, and because what happens, like they dream to go into the FANG companies, right? And right now FANG companies are laying off, so they think, yeah, that they choose the correct profession, or they are coming in the right IT profession. So what's your call on this?
So like it's very biased to judge a particular profession or a particular path just by looking at this short span of time. We all know that these IT jobs and this IT industry is not going anywhere anytime. So that is not a point of debate whether we should be a little bit conscious for it or anything. Definitely, there are very good choices that you can explore side by side. But at the same time, yes, the job is challenging. It requires you to prove yourself every day, each day. but if you are thinking like whether this job is secure or not, then that should not be the thought right now. If you have interest in this field, you are going to sustain for a long time, and there is these recessions and all are very temporary. Eventually everyone gets a job, and the dots will connect at the end, definitely. So, but at the same time, if you want to look for some better opportunities in this IT, there are so many other good jobs or secure jobs in IT fields as well. Like if I would tell you my experience, I also prepared for GATE. So one can go for the GATE examinations. He can opt for the good PSUs. They also hire computer science graduates. The life would be a little monotonous. It won't be that much challenging. You will not get that much challenges each day, but definitely it would be a very lavish life, you can say, and a very settled life, which is not a, like that is also not a bad option anytime. So yeah, that is one thing. Apart from that, there are so many government organizations like ISRO and DRDO. They conduct their own exams, so one can prepare for
Correct.
that also. And the preparation course now, so that is like you will have to prepare the core subjects and everything. So you don't, it doesn't happen that if you are preparing for ISRO, DRDO or GATE exams, you will miss out on the placement preparations. It doesn't work like that. If you are learning something, it will help you eventually in the placements also. In fact, that learnings helped me a lot till now. So definitely you will have to take out your time from DSA and system design, because that is a priority that you are making, that you are going to prepare for that at first, and then this is going to be your second priority. But the dots will connect, and also the learnings which you are going to get from there will help you a lot in the placements or private firms as well. So anytime, that is also one of the options the students can explore for a better secure job in the IT industry itself, which no one are that much aware about.
Even no, like one of my friend that is working in good product based company, and like from Microsoft he was, so he his manager is saying that it's a part of an IT industry. They have faced this situation earlier also. It's not the first time.
Yes,
So it's, yeah, it is not the first time, and it will happen in future also. So it's
of course.
okay. It's very small phase
This
of
process
a,
will come and go. That's it.
yeah. So very small phase of career. So just like you will get into a fan companies, but you have to wait. At this point of time, you have to wait a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And based on the priorities, you can choose basically whatever FANG or MNCs or whatever that they want. Every job have their own advantages and disadvantages.
That
Eventually.
is correct. Yeah. Yeah. So, fourth question, like Akshay, that many people are debating on this also, like MNCs and the service-based companies are not laying off that much as compared to the FANG companies like Amazon, Meta, Netflix. They have Twitter, they have laid off like so many, Microsoft. So laid off so many employees in this period. I think in 2023 starting they've laid off so many employees as compared to 2022 ending. So they are like, we are getting in fan companies, but we are getting laid off, so more security is there. Yeah, security is there, but there are different aspects also. So what's your perspective on this?
My only perspective on this is that again, this is just an excuse that someone is making to not prepare for the FANG companies or the product based companies, because
Yeah.
he's just supporting the service based companies so that he won't have to do that much hard work. Whenever you are getting a choice to join some service based companies or product based companies, then eventually or consciously or subconsciously that choice becomes very clear that you are going to go there. No one is going to
Correct, correct.
generally make that choice. And also talking about these MNCs and service-based companies, like the four names comes to my mind: TCS, Accenture, Wipro, Infosys. They are not laying off. I agree.
So, and last, I just want to say, like, this time will pass very soon. You just have to upskill yourself and have more ideas because this is the time that people are getting laid off, right? If they are not working, they can think of something else, new ideas, new startups of their own. So yeah,
Yeah.
so this time will shall pass. Yeah.
So, like,
So
as like COVID gave us time to rethink about our lifestyle, then like this is the time when you are getting a time to rethink about your career style. So,
correct. I think you will able to learn more if you will be focused, if you will not be tense, no. So in this time you will be able to learn more.
surely, yeah.
Yeah. So Akshay, before wrapping up this session, what one thing that you would want to share with our audience based on your experience?
Yeah. So, one thing that I would like to tell our audience is that at this point of time, many people are just giving this that the companies are not hiring, there are no jobs in the market. So it's not like that. If you will go start applying now, you will come to know that many startups are expanding. There are so many companies, we can name them in the descriptions. So they are hiring a lot, they are expanding a lot, and you can have many consultancy firms also. Like there are good consultancy firms, they just onboard you and bring so many interviews for you. And trust me, at this point of time also you can have 3 or 4 interviews per day. You will get to have 2 interviews from these consultancy firms, and if you apply in the startups and all the companies that you know via referral, you will definitely get to have good offers and good interview calls. At this point of time also, I get to have, like, in the past 2 or 2.5 months, I've given more than 40 interviews. So it's just that you need to be in that situation, into that zone, that you have that urgency, you want to do that switch, you have to get the job no matter what. So companies are always expanding, and the people, in fact, the startups basically mostly are using this as an opportunity to attract good talents, and there's no harm in it. It's a good option, definitely. So yeah, just get into the action of applying, that I would say. We can have a different video together, maybe on how to apply and all those things. But yeah, there are so many jobs still in the market.
It's a great thing that you did told that still you have given like so many interviews are happening. That is a great news for me, good news for me, and like, that is something that I also didn't know about it. So yeah, if you can like, if you have like everyone can do it and search for the job. So yeah.
Of course, of course. If you have that urgency now, that automatically triggers that actions from your end. So definitely, if you are not getting interviews or anything, then you are just lying on your sofa and making excuses. That's it.
You should have a good resume, like you should make your resume very properly. That is very important to get an interview call.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, Akshay. It's very great to have a conversation, and I think your the experience that you have shared, it will help a lot of people. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. So
thanks.
thanks everyone, and thank you so much, Simran, for having this
Thank
session.
you.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
thank you. See you. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye, guys. Yeah.